did you learn from spring one, and how do you address spring two? I guess, are you more ready for what's going down right about now?
I would say with spring now, I feel like I'm more established here, I could say. I know what I need to do and everything, and also just helping the young guys too as well.
Yeah, you guys added Clemson transfer Khalil Barnes this offseason. What has he brought to this team? What does he bring to this secondary with his versatility?
He's brought high energy, great player. You know, he plays stars, so me and him on the same side, it's been really good just communicating with him and everything. It's been really good.
Ellis, you find yourself as one of the older corners now on this team. Just what is that like, and have you had to kind of change your approach with your teammates and how you want to kind of lead that room?
Yeah, it's different for sure. You know, since freshman year when Dalen was here, older guys was here, and now being an older guy, you know, just helping the younger guys really, and just learning like the schemes and just knowing what to do really.
You guys go against this young receiver core, you know, every day. Who stood out to you, and just what about their game has kind of caught your attention?
I would say all like the young receivers, all of them. You know, ever since they got here, they've been working, and now since they're getting that opportunity, you know, it's just been work every day. So I've been very pleased with their performance.
Going into this year, what are some of the things you want to get better at, some of the things you focused on this offseason?
I say something that I'm definitely focusing on is just technique, you know, just making sure that I do the right things at the right time, really.
Ellis, what did you see from DeMello this year as he gets ready for the season? Coach mentioned a while ago he seemed to be more mature, for example. Like if he gets a big play, doesn't stew on or anything like that. Kind of what have you seen?
From DeMello, you know, he's definitely grown up. I say he's been more mature, especially just taking more of like a leadership role too this year, knowing that we are older guys in the room. So, you know, I'm very happy with him too as well.
What do you think of how Caden Harris has joined this team, and what have been your impressions?
Sticky in coverage for sure. You know, he likes to get his hands on you early at the line of scrimmage. To play the ball in the air too as well. Very good corner.
We asked Kirby Smart about your journey. You didn't play as much as you wanted to as a freshman. He said you had to play the technique that the coaches wanted versus maybe the technique that you wanted. Talk about your development from year one to where you are.
I say freshman year when I first got here, you know, I was just learning the scheme and everything, trying to figure it out, you know, like any other freshman would. But I feel like now, since I got 2 years under my belt here at Georgia, you know, it's been pretty easier for me, I can say, just knowing what they want from me and what they want for me to do.
Ask you about the other freshman in Jordan. What have you seen from him in his first spring?
Same thing as Caden, real sticky in coverage, taller, lengthy guy, you know, he's probably like 6'3", about like 200 pounds, so yeah, it's really good to have him out there.
Kirby talks about how you've gotten better at having a short memory. What's been the process been like for you to do that?
I would just say always just having that next play mentality, you know, like if you get a ball caught on you in practice or in the game, you know, just the next play really.
What's it been like having Gentry Williams in that room? Him and Marley and Khalil, all those guys, older guys that played other places. How have you guys kind of leaned on their experiences?
You guys say that one more time, please?
How have you guys leaned on those guys' experiences, you know, being in your college facility?
I say just taking, you know, their experiences and trying to put it in our games as well. You know, with Gentry, played a lot of football, very experienced corner. So with his experience, I would like to just take some of his game, well, just implement it in my game as well.
Yeah, with G-Day coming up, what are you most looking forward to about it?
Really just competition. Everybody compete. You know, we do it every day in practice, so just seeing that at G-Day, it'll be really fun too.
Going back to DeMello, we saw him play more and more last year. How do you feel like he handled that increased role and what he meant for the secondary last year?
I feel like Melo handled it very well. You know, his role being increased, you know, I feel like that's really what he's been working for ever since he got here. So I was really happy when he had that.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Ellis.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
Ellis.